We are looking into South Fork, and to the left is Ridge C, the high area that divides the South Fork Valley and Valley number 3. Now as we pan around, we can see all these trees right in front of Ridge C, and that is the South Fork Creek. And Reno Creek joins South Fork right at this spot here. If we continue to pan around to the left and follow Reno Creek, we can see the relative area of the Morass. Now Benteen has ridden down Reno Creek for a little bit, about a mile west of Valley number 3, and at this point he waters his horses in this area called the Morass. It's basically a low depression area that is filled with water even during the dry season, sort of like a seepage of water. Benteen arrives here at about 2:36 p.m. Now Custer and Reno had passed this spot at about 1:30 p.m., so Benteen is a little over an hour behind them now. In fact, Custer and Reno are about 5 miles to the west of Benteen at this point, at a place called the Flat, which is just near the North Fork of Reno Creek. Benteen continues to show little initiative while at the Morass. The horses are watered one company at a time, and there appears to be no desire on Benteen's part to speed up the process. While the watering is taking place, some of the officers, mainly Captain Weir, First Lieutenant Godfrey, and Second Lieutenant Edgerly, are talking, and the discussion is all about the slow pace of the operation. The 3 officers did not know why the battalion was progressing at such a slow pace. They felt that they should be moving quickly and rejoining the rest of the command, which was off to the west. Just before 3 p.m., the officers began to hear gunfire coming from the west. This gets the officers' attention, but it does not seem to faze Benteen at all. He continues to sit here. Seeing all of this, Captain Weir, visibly disgusted with the lack of action from his commander, mounts his own Company D, and he begins to pull out of the morass without orders, moving off to the west toward the sound of the gunfire. Benteen sees this, so he gets the other 2 companies, H and K, mounted, and they begin to move out of the morass, following Company D. Just as they are departing the morass, the pack train, moving at glacial pace, arrives at the morass, and some of the mules are so thirsty that they actually run into the morass and get stuck in the mud. And McDougal's Company B is there, and the men are trying to get the mules out of the water. It is just a big mess at this point, trying to get the mules under control. So at this point, around 3 p.m., Benteen has been caught by the slow-moving pack train in combat conditions. It's very ridiculous. So at this point, we will move down Reno Creek a little bit further and get to the next area of interest, which will be the lone teepee site.